Yes, I am in an interracial marriage. I'm the white one. My husband is Filipino, and I'm Megan, so people are pretty confused when they see us. We definitely look like a couple that's in a car commercial that you're like, they wouldn't be together. Nope. I don't know what sort of tricks Volvo casting is up to. But those two just met for sure. And it's like, I think as society, we're like used to seeing interracial marriages, but like certain kinds, you know, like black man, white woman. Seen it! Asian man, white woman. Asian man, white woman. That's what I call a new twist on an old classic. The old reverse San Francisco. And he's like hella Filipino. He drives a Nissan Cube. Yeah. Don't all try and have sex with him at once, okay? Sometimes I tell people that and they're like, oh, is that what the DJ hamsters come out of? I'm like, that's a Kia Soul, you racist piece of shit. Here in our Lord's year of 2025, you don't even know your right Asian boxcars! Okay, CJ wants me to tell a really bad joke that he wrote for this. Hey, Conrad, listen to this joke, and then you can realize how I had the down payment and Dada didn't, okay? Okay, so if you're worried, it's fine. We can have... This is CJ's joke. I have to preface that. It's not good. If you're worried, it's totally fine. We can have Conrad on screen. He's in bag. Babies Actor Guild.
That's a great joke.
My sons were my parents' 5th and 6th grandchildren, but they were the first biracial ones, and you could tell my parents were excited. Ooh, they had 4 whiteys. They were like, get your cracker asses in the back. It's time to spice up this Christmas card. Whenever I'm pregnant, my mom calls me. She's like, I loved Moana. I'm like, that's not even the right PI. A Pacific Islander. Ooh, is that a full moon? Yeah. Freaky. Yeah. I want one of you to have sex in my house tonight. Because it's certainly not gonna be me. Not gonna be me at all. Okay, pause for the EMTs to slowly go somewhere. So, we should put at the end of the special if they were able to save that person. Ooh, maybe they're coming up here. I love firemen. I love firemen so much. Every time I see them at the grocery store, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, red peppers. They're doing good work. They're doing good work. Okay, no cops are going. Someone's gonna live. There's nothing more exciting to a white woman than being pregnant with a child that isn't white. That's why 100% of them are on TikTok. Oh my God, when I was pregnant with that one, I was out in these streets promising an Asian baby. I was like, this kid's gonna come out breakdancing. I'm about to give birth to Bruno Mars. And then I gave birth to Ewan McGregor. He came out so white, I was so upset. Everyone could tell I was sad, too. They were like, his color will come in, like he's a fucking mood ring. Like, if I leave him in the sun long enough, he'll get into Cornell. do feel bad for my husband for like fill in the blank reasons. I was definitely hotter when we got together. I got really like hot for our wedding. Yeah, that's a rule we've created. Like, you gotta get in the best shape of your life to fuck the same person. A person who is financially and emotionally invested in you. Eating you full bush. You must lose 17 pounds or else. It's like, why? Because my uncles are gonna be there? I did it. I got hot, and then I was just married like a fucking loser. I'm like, well, this was stupid. Getting hot for your wedding, it's counterintuitive. It's like renovating a house and then never inviting anyone over. I'm sorry. If I put in a pool, I'm gonna throw a pool party. I got abs. I'd like to have sex with a fireman. Come back! We got married December of 2019, 3 months before lockdown. So my husband likes to call our wedding a buzzer beater. That romantic phrase. He ended his vows by yelling, "It's Dame time." So then I was just hot, locked in the house with my husband with the best body I'll ever have. I was like, I thought we were taking this puppy on the road. That body was gone in a day. I'm from Indiana. I immediately went back to drinking ranch before bed. I do feel bad for CJ. In between the two babies, I did try and like get my groove back a little bit. I tried to get back in the saddle. The saddle's obviously where I fuck CJ. You guys come up and see it afterwards. I don't want Conrad to hear this one. Put a little Daniel Tiger headphones on him. I wanted him to hear the abortion joke, you know? Just to know how lucky he is, okay? She'll be like, oh, me? Wow. No, I tried to get back in the saddle. I was on a work trip, and so I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sext my husband. Yeah. Ever heard a more Christian sentence than that? I'm gonna sext my husband. Clearly off my game, sent the sext at 2 p.m. Peak work hours. Sun high in the sky. Sexted him, hey, thinking about getting my pubes lasered. Pretty good married sext. He replied, whatever makes you happy. Classic husband response. Classic response from a husband who's clearly afraid of his wife. I could text him and be like, let's rob a bank. And he's like, will you be nice to me? Could we have a pleasant dinner? I did not find his response to be very supportive until I looked at my initial text, and what I'd actually sent was thinking about getting my pubes layered. Certainly not what I meant. Definitely implies a density that we would need to move to a tiered base pube, like ancient Incan farmers. And then in retrospect, his response was actually very supportive. For him to be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But baby, if you come home with the Rachel. He's hyping himself up. He's like, I will move a side bang to go down on my bride. I love he's listening to this joke in our son's room. Yeah, these are my son's bedtime stories. He goes, the baby come out of your vagina? And I said, that's right, dog. You did too. You did too. Y'all came out of the vaginas. I honestly did not know if I was going to have a second kid. I was very torn, no pun intended. And so I just started like asking random people. Like I was getting a tarot card reading in a bus. Yeah, you're not the only ones that get freaky. I was like, should I have a second kid? She was like, that's not what this is for. Like, this is like, what should I wear this summer? You know? I'm like, what should I do with my uterus? So then I just started like asking random people. I was just asking totally random people that I saw have like a ton of kids. I was like, should I have a second kid? And everyone I asked said yes. And I was like, well, that can't be right. Like, and then I realized I was only asking rich people. Can't do that. Can't ask rich people advice on anything, especially child rearing. You know, you'll ask a rich person like, should I have another kid? They're like, do it! We have 6, we love it. We haven't met the last 2, but Lupita says they're good. You know, they're not in the trenches. So I was like, I gotta find poor moms. Where do you find poor moms? Aldi. So now I've just been sitting outside Aldi, waiting for the most tired women I can find. Being like, should I have a second one? And they're like, kill the first one! Did you hear that? Has anyone potty trained? We potty trained. They're like, you can't have 2 in diapers. It'll be awful. It's going to be awful no matter what. So we did it. We did the oh crap method. You did oh crap? Is that bitch here? The bitch that wrote oh crap here. Because fuck you, Allison. I did not appreciate your tone. Oh crap says you got to get your kid completely naked for 3 days and then let them piss and shit all over your house. And then they're like, why is the birth rate down? Well, because that's disgusting. I have pee pads. I don't even have a chihuahua. You did it. You did. That's what you do. That's what science says. So you get them naked and you let them pee everywhere. That's why there's no real hardwood in anything anymore. So we picked Labor Day for our lives to be ruined. And it was nice for me, though, because that perfectly coincided with the start of college football. And I'm a massive sports fan. So for 3 days, I was just staring at a tiny penis, watching college football. Tiny penis, college football. Tiny penis, college football. Tiny penis, college. I said, I am the most Republican man on earth. I call potty training Ted Cruz. I said, we're cruising this weekend. And by tiny, I mean like proportionate to his body. I don't want that to like be a thing. I don't want to. Like I'm not gonna be like it's huge, you know. But it's like right. It's like the right. It's like as big as it's supposed to be. No, don't bring him up. Are there any moms here? Yeah, hot moms. Are there any dads?
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about you. Moms, MVP, 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 MVP. You can tell how much more important moms are than dads based solely on Mother's Day and Father's Day social media posts. Every Mother's Day post is like, you are the sun, you are the moon, we could not do it without you. Every Father's Day post is like, have a fine day, Rick. We could absolutely do it without you. No, you're LA dads, you're good dads, you're teaching acoustic riffs. Tarantino's catalog, you know? All of life's necessities. Our 3-year-old, he goes to one of those like really fancy daycares. Like on the first day, they were like, we're teaching him Mandarin. I'm like, he shits his pants. So maybe we could start there. And then work up to international trade. I am not from LA. I am from Indianapolis. Yes. The LA of Indiana. As only I call it. And I honestly thought I would be raising children in the Midwest. And it's very different than here. Like in the Midwest, if you get too fucked up, your neighbor taps in for the night. Like that's what, it's like cul-de-sacs, Coors Light, you're a village, everybody's in it together. In LA, it's like, how can I be the most annoying parent with the stupidest hat on? That's what everybody's aiming to do. Like, even the questions I get from other parents, like when they see me pregnant now, they're like, where are you delivering? And I'm like, Huntington and Pasadena. And they're like, oh, a hospital? They're like, I delivered at home. And I'm like, oh, you should be in jail. What? That's insane. Why did you do that? Were you on house arrest? Are you being punished? It's always like the crunchiest people, too. People that you're like, I wouldn't even use a spoon at your house. Let alone have a medical procedure done. I'm like, do you own? They're like, we rent. I'm like, ah! Did they burn it down after? They're like, yeah, we just popped a used tub that a bunch of other people have had their fluids in, right in the living room. Disgusting sickos. And then they'll be like, well, did you at least have a natural birth? They love to ask that. Did you have a natural birth? I'm like, yeah. Natural in the sense I ripped front to back. Hoo, 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 hoo. Anything more natural than that? What they're asking when they're asking if I had a natural birth, they're asking if I had an... This is honestly probably a home birth gone wrong. And they're like, well, you know EMTs and the firemen are like, ugh, there's a white woman with dreads, we need to be on call. What they're asking when they're asking if I had a natural birth, they're asking if I had an epidural, which is the pain medicine that people sometimes get to make childbirth even bearable. And it comes in the form of a 12-inch needle that goes directly into your spinal cord. And that's the easy way out. So when people ask if I had an epidural, I say yes, because I delivered in 2022, not an episode of Downton Abbey. I got to the hospital, I pointed at my back and I said, fill her up! She's thirsty. You got a doctor with a heavy pour? These natural birth bitches are so fucking proud of themselves. They can never shut up about it. My mom, 3 natural births, won't shut up. She always has the weirdest stats, too. She's like, you know your brother Michael, he had the biggest head at the hospital that month. I'm like, who told you that? Was there some sort of state fair employee on call to measure Irish heads coming down the tube?